Evening all, welcome back to Total Division. Today is about PvP, it's about ganking, it's about killing dudes, it's about owning those people who try to own you. And we start tonight's events with basically what was the most obvious attempt to raid us ever. These two dudes feature in most of the video. There they are, Gianluca and Nexus. They are really good dudes. I will probably have to send them thanks on PSN for being such good dudes. But look at how obvious that was that they're about to attack us. No loot, basically just waiting for us. They're even behind cover, lol. So we actually basically just know this game better than they do, and you'll see why. Because I actually ran right behind them, so it's kind of like, dude, you're kind of ambushing you. You're ambushing us. Who's ambushing who? And then a shotgun starts to attack me. So not the best day. But look, he's throwing a grenade. They've gone rogue. And basically, bloop, there we go, back. This game is brilliant. I love the fact that this is even a thing. But I should have easily killed this dude in one salvo then. But as you can see, I'm being really harangued by a shotgun. And, oh, just a nightmare. I'm still basically a noob with the controller. So I basically ballsed up changing weapon as well. So, lol. Anyway, there we go. Basically, this was the worst ambush ever, hashtag, and but you could just tell how this is going to end badly for them. Number one, we're a gang of four. Number two, we're using all of the logistical support items in the game to help each other. Number three, we aren't idiots like they are. Number four, I'm kidding, that's a bit harsh, isn't it? So we killed them, and then we did another extraction to get our loot out. I actually had a purple on this one, I believe. It just is a great example of how this game goes, is that this is all of a sudden you can be playing a game and then somebody comes at you. So we extract, we then happen to cross some familiar people again. Here we go. So literally 2-second walk from the extraction zone. We find these two again trying to PvE in this case. So we thought we'd just crowd them out a bit, offer them a fight if they wanted it. Now, one of the things, and I'm going to do a video of this, so stay tuned to it, is that, you know, so many people don't realise this is an MMO. It's not DayZ, it's not Call of Duty. This is an MMO, so it's all about stats. And one of the things that I figured out is that basically I've currently got health of about 30,000. Which for high level people isn't much, but certainly for level 21 is high. And that means it takes a huge amount of damage to kill me. Now I figured this out, you know, pretty much because we'll do a video of it because it's probably a very complex thing to talk about. A lot of you will get this, but some of you won't, and I think the ones that don't, most of the people that I've PvP'd in the Dark Zone don't get this. So they'll pick up a gun and it could say 190 armor, and they'll use that module over the one that says 120, but they don't realize that actually the 120 could be 20 times better than the 190. But anyway, we'll do a video of it. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm literally being a dick. I know, surprising, eh? And I'm just trying to get in front of their guns. It's a bit of a dick move, but I think it was because they ambushed us. We wanted just to make a point to leave us the hell alone. And so what I'm doing, it's pretty obvious what I'm doing here is I'm saying, come at me, brah, come at me. And basically he didn't. He, you'll see in a minute. Basically he's had a bad time. And there we go, he's now rogue, lol. And both of him and his gang are rogue, and we just destroyed them again. This has got to be one of the funnest PvP simulators I've ever played. This works beautifully. So this isn't Destiny, this is something else. And I've got to admit, I've never had so much fun than playing in the Dark Zone with, and I would just stress, only with a competent gang. So we're running with a gang that knows what they're doing. And look at that, another kill. Just saying, bro. Running with a gang who knows what they're doing, all of the support skills complement each other, everything works together, is the only way to do this. So, you know, we both run an aggressive mod and a support mod. So many people just try and run this Dark Zone solo. They get into a firefight and they think that their gun that does 6,000 DPS is going to do anything against our whole gang. It's unbelievable. And look, so here we go. I know it's very alpha male-ish, but we established a dominance with these two. So being aggressive worked. Okay. Harsh stuff. Don't get me wrong. I don't like being a dick, and I know a lot of you will chuckle at that, but I don't. I actually don't. I'm the nice guy. Everybody I know, I'm actually the nice guy. But oh gee, just as I've said that, I've just realised what's about to happen. I couldn't help myself. I have this thing in my life where, look, this guy here. He's got no health. I can't help but kill him. I know it's wrong. I know it's nasty, and I know I'm being a complete tool by doing that. But Oh, I just had to. He didn't have any loot, but he had keys and credit and stuff. And I just think sometimes you just got to do it. So our whole gang is now flagged as rogue. And what now follows is our basically our stand against the map. To survive. Now it was pretty cool. I like going rogue. I can see myself eventually, once I've got to that point, just basically shooting anybody and PvPing for the hell of it, because the Dark Zone credits are so abundant. I've got like 40,000 Dark Zone credits now, and there's nothing to spend them on. Even when I do have something to spend them on, I'm not that bothered. You know what I mean? I think I'd rather have the fun of fighting. And as you can see, we're being chased down the road by a gang here. Who obviously don't like that we're rogue. In fact, look, it's Nexus again. Hooray. So basically, because we've gone rogue, we've given them pretty much carte blanche to come at us like a dysfunctional bag of cocks. And basically, this is just one of the beauties of the game. I'm just blown away by how fun this is. So we did some tactics. So let's talk a bit of tactics. What we did is we basically set up a support station. We set up a bottleneck. Now, there is a gate to the left of us, but basically holding this gate, they'd have to run past us almost to get to that gate. What we did is we just set up a kind of perimeter that said, if you want to come at us, you're going to have a bad time, bro, as Schley would say. And this is pretty much I think the wonder of the game is there is a huge amount of tactics. So many people in the Dark Zone are running around as if this is Battlefield or Call of Duty. And the simple practice is it's not. This is DayZ and H1Z1 gang at its best. And I think if you know what you're doing and you have a good group of bros, you're going to really own in the Dark Zone. So there we go. Look, the guy that did the crime, his timer is now done. So me and Trajan have both no longer got timers. So what this means is we set up a perimeter here, and what we try and do is block the doorway. So when this dude tries to come at our brosefs, he has to come basically through us. But it doesn't work. He runs right past us. So this isn't particularly good. Now, look at this. Wonderful. So because we've shot back at him, we've now gone rogue again. So the fire begins again. This is a wonderful mechanic. I cannot believe how good this is. If DayZ had this mechanic, DayZ would not have been kill on sight regardless. This is the biggest issue with DayZ, is that it's 2 kill on sight. As in, people, when you see them, the first thing you do is immediately kill them, not just, investigate them. Whereas in this game, it's not. The actual default position is, oh, who are these guys? But I don't want to shoot you because that then means you can kill me. It's a wonderfully simple mechanic that works so well. So I think just generally that has been the highlight so far of this whole process, is just firstly figuring out the stats thing, because I was kind of getting sick of dying a lot. Now I have a character which has, I think, something like 33% mitigation of armor, and I have a character with about 30,000 hit points, which means when you do the numbers, that's 42,500 hit points. Okay, so it's not a lot, so a high level elite will still pretty much rip me a new one. But when PvP kicks in, even if they get a whole slew of shots on me, the chances are my tank, quote unquote, will handle it. We will do a video of this because I was explaining it to Stefan and Gina last night, and it's obvious. I think they always understood it, but it's quite interesting to see how you can completely customize and tailor your character to do something. So what I've done, every single mod is about stamina and getting that health level up. What's interesting is Cyrax, what he's done is he's done everything about the skill level. So his skill for number, or electronics rather, is the number one thing he does. So therefore he can use these bombs always, continually, almost over and over again. So another one would be a glass cannon fit. So you could basically just have, so a sniper, for example, would have a really huge alpha on their on their sniper rifle, because they put all of their points into firepower. We will do a video of this, and it will follow probably this one, but I just wanted to make that slightly clearer because I think that's probably my biggest revelation in terms of how this game works. But I've got to admit, I think last night particularly, it was probably our most successful Dark Zone drop, because we did, if I remember rightly, 5, 6. So let me think. It was basically, we filled our stashes 4 times. 4 times. I think it was 4. Yeah, 4 times. So that meant what, a dozen extractions possibly? It was and we were attacked on a number of them, probably half of them. Somebody tried to attack us, and because we run as a good gang, good comms, good supporting skills, but also good players, that meant that we pretty much had the upper advantage on a lot of these people. And what was interesting is as we started to kill some of these dudes, the respect was shown. Done in a kind of Mafia Don-esque, you show me respect. And basically you could see the respect was starting to come through when basically we we started to kill so many people, you know, over and over, they stopped messing with us. Now to me, I don't know any game that brings that sort of immersive gameplay from an encounter moment. Hope you enjoyed that. Join us next time for talky stuff.